Hi, my name is John Gruber, and thank you for joining me on another healthy tip from John Gruber. This is on my cooking channel on YouTube here at Cooking with John Gruber, and also I have a website of cookingwithjohngruber.com if you want more recipes, more tips, tricks, even meal plans that I do have available for healthy options. Now, one of my favorite recipes of all time, it's a French recipe. It's a pretty much a fish that's steamed with some vegetables in a pouch. I think it's fish and papillote. And pretty much all it is a little packet that you open up at tableside. And it's served nice hot and steaming out of this little pouch. I'm going to do something a little different because we all want a quicker option these days. Everything's got to be instantaneous. Well, this recipe probably takes about 7 to 10 minutes to make from start to finish. So let's get started. I'm going to start dancing. Cue the music, and we will begin. And I have all of my ingredients available to me, including the cooktop that I'm going to be using. Again, this recipe should take me about 7 minutes to complete from start to finish. I will fast forward when it comes to the steaming process because why sit around and wait for it? Now, this recipe I'm doing for one person, but you can do it for multiple people. You'll just want a larger pan and more portions of everything. So the first thing I have, and I will show you as far as my ingredients go, I have some sliced summer squash. There's about a third of a cup of vegetables, and then of the summer squash, and then also I have 3 decent sized slices of onion that's going to layer in the bottom of the pan. I'm going to get about a quarter cup of water to be steaming this in, and then some lime. I do have some capers because I do like capers. You can omit them completely if you want, or even if you want to use olives instead, you can use olives. Some salt and pepper, and that's really all there is to it. It is quick steamed fish with some vegetables, and it will have quite a bit of decent flavor for you, and it's going to be a healthy portion. So the healthy portion of say for example, orange roughy is about 2 ounces of fish. It's not very much. I have 3 ounces here of a haddock fillet, or haddock, depending on where you're from, depends on how you pronounce it or where you put the accent. So quickly, to put it together, you take these onion rings, pretty much the slices of onions, and you just spread them in the bottom of your pan. So simple, so easy. It's just to elevate the fish off the bottom of the pan and out of the water, but they'll also the water that I have will flavor up nicely with the vegetables that I have here that I'm using, like the onion. It'll get a great flavor. So I said I wanted a quarter cup of water, so I have that already poured out over here, and I'm just going to put that right in. And then to kind of make a broth, so to speak, I'll just add the salt and pepper to the water. I would say not even a quarter, like less than an eighth of a teaspoon of salt and pepper. Don't want too much in there. And then I'm going to go ahead and just put these summer squash, layer them in the pan. Again, they're just layered in, kind of overlapping. There should be enough for the bottom of a pan. If you need to slice more, slice more. If you have more, if you have too many, just keep going. So that's just all layered in the pan, just like that, on top of the onions. And that'll help steam it. The next thing to add to your pan is your portion of fish. So that is, this is a 3 ounce piece, and it will shrink up I can tell you that I just noticed that every time I do this, it shrinks up to like half the size, but that's fine. I have a little bit of lime slice, like I said earlier. I was just going to put that right on top in the middle, and then capers. Now the funny thing about a jar of capers is I have yet to find a spoon that will go inside. In fact, this iced tea spoon or bar spoon doesn't actually fit. I have to take it out with the back side of the handle if I want any capers. And then I also have to do like this fun balancing act. So there's one. And I kind of wanted them on the fish, but there we go. Two. Okay. So again, capers are optional, and because of the difficulty of getting it out of the container, I can understand if you didn't want these. I'm also going to like take out just a little bit of that brine that they're in to pour over the fish, just to add a nice flavor to it. And then again, just quick salt, pepper. If you want to add any type of herbs to it, you can. Delicious herb could be like a little thyme, or some basil. Could be oregano works really well with it as well. But then I would also omit the capers. This lid doesn't fit this pan, but I'm just going to set that right on top, and the next step is to get this steamed up. So I will start this right now. Unlock and power. And now we wait. Okay, so this fish is done. It's done steaming. It did steam for about 7 minutes completely. And I'm just going to gently remove it from the pan without breaking it. That's kind of what I'm hoping to avoid. I didn't do that right. There was that little tail piece that kind of fell off. Anyway, so there's already the steamed fish. Again, like I said, it did shrink a little bit, but it's more portion appropriate. And now I'm just going to be removing the squash and the onion from the pan. Oh, come on, just get off. There we are. It looks really, really, really good. So this is just a quick steamed vegetable and fish, and tastes amazing. I can't wait to dive in, get some of those onions out of that pan there, and I think there's a caper still floating around in that water. Now there is just a little bit of sauce, or I guess liquid in here. You can dump this. You can pour it over something else if you want, or use it as a marinade later, because it does have salt and a little bit of the stock, like fish stock juices in there. So that's perfect for that. Or if you're not watching your figure, go ahead and swirl up a little bit of butter in that, and then pour it over the fish, and you have a delicious butter sauce for the fish. So I don't have a need for that. I can put this away, and if I had like zucchini or something, that would add a nice color balance to this dish. So currently it looks a little bland. I can promise you though, it's full of flavor with that lime, with the capers, the onions, and then that delicious steamed squash. So there's like a 10-minute meal for your family if they enjoy fish. I'm gonna say it's kind of fancy, and gourmet. So everybody's gonna ask for seconds. So there's my healthy tip: a little bit of steamed fish with some steamed vegetables, all done within 10 minutes. That's amazing. Thank you for joining me. I will see you next time. Subscribe, hit the like button, comment. I love it all, and I will see you next time.